Hello, welcome back to Football United TV. I'm Matt King and I'm joined by regular guest Bill's Aston Villa fan. How you doing, mate?
Very happy right now, mate. Yeah, game just finished. Nice 2-0 win. Nice home win against Newcastle. A win we needed as well. A win I was hoping for, expecting to some extent. But yeah, we got it. Very happy.
Yeah, what did you make? I mean, a really good first half, especially from Aston Villa. What did you make of the first half?
Yeah, I mean, until the first goal went in, both teams were sort of sniffing at it, but couldn't really get to facing goal, etc. There wasn't really any huge chance or anything like that. But I mean, in the end, it was two free kicks. One was a shot straight from it, and the other one was a ball whipped in. And I hadn't actually thought about this, but yeah, our last two goals in the Premier League before that were also from set pieces. So I don't know. On one hand, I guess it shows we've got to improve in other areas. I'll talk about that in a sec. But on the other hand, it's nice to know we've got that in the bank, like regularly to use as well, to pull out victories like tonight. So yeah, I'm happy with it. And the two free kicks that I saw today, straight off the training ground. The first one in particular was really, really nice. Move so that a left-footed Conor Hourihane could get round the wall on the outside whilst on the left side edge of the box, and it's really well worked. And yeah,
McGinn had a good game today, right?
McGinn had a good game. McGinn always has a good game. He can be explosive and he can really make the difference. But today he was sort of ticking things over a bit more. He's a bit like a terrier, just backwards and forwards. Real box to box, all over the pitch, getting tackles in, moving the ball forwards. And Grealish, to be honest, was really good for me today as well. The poor guy, it's a shame he couldn't get the goal. You could tell he was really looking for one today. But once again, most of the good stuff that happened seemed to go through him. One guy that disappointed me is Wesley, though. I don't know. I'm still not massively convinced by Wesley.
Why? What makes you say that, Bills? Coming from a fan as well,
Of course, and we bought him in for quite a lot of cash, but everyone costs a lot of cash nowadays. But
does. Everything costs a lot of cash, inflation on everything at the moment. But
McGinn was like 3.5 million. I don't know how that works. But no, we bought him in for a lot of cash, 22 mil, I think. And it was already established that he's not like the typical all about the goals kind of striker. I think we do need that, though. Like, even for the sort of hold-up play that he's been brought in to do, he's actually very slow to release the ball. I don't know what his English is like, say. Maybe it's a communication issue. Maybe he just needs some time to sort that out or get used to the rhythm of the team. But, he's played every game. I'm pretty sure he started every game. And, he just hasn't got the goal return for it. He got his hat-trick recently, but other than that, I don't know. I'm sure he can come good. The talent's still surely there. He's had his first cap for Brazil now as well. But he maybe needs some competition or another option for games so we can actually
have a different game plan, something like.
We need more goals.
What did you make of obviously Newcastle's performance and Steve Bruce coming back to the helm? Obviously managed you, and he, I think, claims to be the person that found Grealish and gave him his form and his right to play. What do you make of them tonight?
Well, with that, I mean, I suppose Grealish turned into much more of the player we know now under him. And I suppose a lot of that would have been due to him. But we always knew he was going to be a talent. Whether he was going to be a real talent like we're seeing now or, another one of those, I don't want to say Jack Wilshere. That's not right. But you know what I mean? One of these people who's come through and hasn't really quite been that explosive talent. I think he's on his way. I'm not saying he's going to be world class, but he's definitely going to be a nice centre.
I was going to say, do you think maybe a call up for the England team at all? Maybe getting in the Euros?
The Euros season? I think the Euros is unlikely because you'd have thought by this point Southgate would have his sort of basic ideas down. I don't know really, but for how he wants to start that tournament, and then he'll be adapting and changing, and it could change quite a lot, over the next 6 to 8 months, etc. I think he deserves a call up. If I was, is he in the top sort of 5 or 6 English central midfielders at the moment?
Very hard position at the moment. There's a lot of good talent in that area, I'd say.
It depends how Southgate wants to go about it as well. I mean, if he's looking for creativity, you've got James Maddison. He's got to be the guy, in my opinion. If he's looking box to box, okay, but in reality, the players that are already regular, do have that quality about them. So I think he could do it, and I certainly think he should get his chance to show his stuff. But Euros, I don't know. Mings for sure. Mings will go to the Euros without a doubt. I think he'll start at the Euros and Southgate seems to really rate him.
Yeah. So what did you make of Newcastle tonight? Looking at the opposite side of it, not a very good performance. I thought they'd come out very strong second half. What did you make of them, really? I mean, they're not doing so well under Steve Bruce, really. I mean, they had that great win against Man United, but nothing really else.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Bruce was actually decent enough at Aston Villa. He got a lot of flack from some of the fans towards the end, which was a bit harsh. So, but it generally seemed all well and good inside the ground from what I could see or what I could hear on my broadcast. Following Rafa Benitez is just such a difficult job for anyone. I think we talked about this with Joe actually when he first got given the job. But
yeah, that's right.
But I think he's all right. He's not a terrible manager. He's certainly not a spectacular one, though. His heart's in the team, which is great. But I don't know. Tonight they're up against a newly promoted team, a decent newly promoted team, and then in front of a really, really, really rocking crowd. Actually, I was really impressed by the Villa fans tonight. But they didn't really look like they wanted to penetrate. I think this is why we ended up scoring through free kicks today, because we couldn't actually really get through their defence. It was quite compact, and they were just looking to break with pace, and it just didn't work. It'll work against other teams for whatever reason. I guess I didn't watch the game, but I guess that's how it worked against United. They'll be in the battle, and I said this at the beginning of the season. I'd call Newcastle one of 3 teams worse than Villa. That should hopefully be able to keep us in the league, this year. We're looking okay. That win will go a long way. Losing that would have been a huge problem.
Yeah, that really does help, and it really does slow down Newcastle as well. They could have been in the top half if they'd have won or got something out of it tonight. Your big test now, and our big test too, because obviously Man United drew a brilliant thriller yesterday against Sheffield United, 3-3.
Really good game.
And yeah, Man United versus Aston Villa on Sunday. What do you make of that coming up, mate? I like this. It's been quite a while since the both have played each other.
True.
Been some cracking games against each other too, I remember. Specifically, Andy Townsend, I believe.
I remember
a good game against Man United.
I remember the League Cup final, 96.
Okay.
94, sorry. But yeah, what's going to happen? I don't know. The thing is, on one hand, United are completely there for the taking. I think that's pretty unanimously agreed right now. So they're still sorting their stuff out. The teams around them are getting stronger. Wow. Wait and see about Tottenham, etc. Not even the teams around. The teams competing for what United are really after, are getting stronger. The thing is, if I was sitting, in Solskjaer or United fans' sort of position, I'd see this game as a good opportunity to stop the rot, But looking at how we played today and the confidence we had going forward, and also, our players will be going in there knowing that teams have been able to score against United and get wins against United, and games that would have been surprise victories in the past maybe aren't so much right now. So I'm not sure.
It's not that fear factor, is there, anymore? You can go to United, like you just said, and you think you can definitely get something out of it, and
I do.
That.
And that will stop. One day United will climb back. I'm totally sure of it. They're too big an institute, and there's too much. Wow. Think about Villa, come on. But yeah, what's going to happen? I'd say maybe a draw. You know what's going to happen? I bet you we're going to take the lead, and then you're either going to equalise or win in the last 10 minutes. It's just what's been happening all season.
Hey, I'll take that. That's fine. You go right ahead with that prediction. That's fine by me.
We'll see. We're now on a high off the back of this win, breaking off a bad run, and United are still sort of teetering a little bit, aren't they? So it's there, it's there to be taken. There's no reason why not. Everything bad I said about Wesley earlier, if that's the game he wants to turn around and really show up against a big name side, at least, yeah. We'll see. Yeah.
I like the way our left back Williams is looking, and he had scored a great goal against Sheffield United. The first goal. He's been playing very well. He's probably been our best player last few games that we've played, especially in the Europa League. I think he's played. But I don't know. It's like we're just counting on our youth. Greenwood and Williams and Rashford.
Sorry, yeah, it's just good to see Mason Greenwood get a goal.
It was nice to see, but I hate the weight on his shoulders. You know what I mean? Like the fact that if Rashford's out, he's the man to step in and take it all on.
Yeah.
And it's just harsh on him. So it's nice to see him get his goal, and it was nice to see him just run straight back to his half after it. None of that.
It's classy, yeah.
Have a goal, and we did. So.
What a game!
I know.
Was that positive, negative, or could you put a word on that?
For Man United fans, of course, we would have thought that going 3-2 up, we could have been able to have kept that win under our belts instead of letting in the goal in the 90th minute. But then we've done that to many teams ourselves, so don't want to sound too salty about that sort of thing. But I mean, positive because they were 2-0 down. Yeah, I mean, we came back to get him 3-2, but it's just keeping hold of a win, and away wins for Man United as well is very, very awkward. Awkward.
It's easy to underestimate Sheffield United. Of course, they're riding high, but people still see them as the newly promoted team. But honestly, their defensive record's brilliant, and I can't remember the third or the fourth least goals conceded so far this season. Everyone's playing really well. They look really they just look up for it. They look completely motivated and very fluid in how they play as well. It's impressive, and having that kind of back and forth match, against a team like Sheffield United, there's no shame in that. It's frustrating to lose that goal in the end, but yeah, like you say, the 3 goals in 7 minutes, or was it more?
In and around, yeah.
Okay, sure, somewhere around, whatever, around 10 minutes anyway. That's not to be sniffed at away from home when you're out of form yourselves. But yeah, still need to fix whatever's going on there.
I think the best 10 minutes of football we played all season. It was what we should be playing as a club.
Well, it just suddenly switched on when it was necessary. It looked like the whole team clicked. I watched the whole game, and I was really impressed by both teams. But also it exposed problems for both teams. The thing is, Sheffield United will just take that in their stride and move on. United take a bit more of a hit, I suppose. That would be the difference. But yeah.
So, Bills, you're joining us from Napoli right now.
From Napoli, yeah, Naples, yeah.
And give us that amazing news that the game you're going to specifically.
Well, I'm going to go to San Siro. Actually, I'm travelling to Milan to finish off my current trip. Yeah, on Thursday. So get to see Inter Milan against Spal. Get to see your old boy Lukaku play live. And that's good because I don't know. Everywhere I've been travelling to, it's been a few different places, as you know. I'm trying to watch a football match in every country at least I go to, if not every city. I missed out on Napoli just. But it would have been a terrible game anyway.
Sanchez is at Inter Milan too.
Yeah, maybe he's injured at the moment, or he's still not really firing, but he's there. Yeah,
he's feeding his dogs, or he's looking after them. Maybe.
Whatever it is, United are paying half of it as well. But yeah, I don't know. You go to Milan, you think, well, as long as it's not the international break or any other break, I guess, one or the other are going to be playing at San Siro. And I think I got lucky with Inter because they're the better of the two teams right now. They're much more exciting.
Yeah, they're doing very well, aren't they?
They seem to be doing well, yeah.
The team as well, especially they brought in Lukaku, who's been banging them in for them, to be fair.
Absolutely. And they've got a good spine of a team as well. I'm actually staying with a big Inter fan here. My Italian is really basic, but we managed to have a little chat about it, and it's going to be exciting. I'm excited for it.
I'm happy, and I'm hoping to hear and see a lot of footage and images from you. Posting up your pictures that you've been doing recently. It's really nice.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Your predictions of your prediction for the game on Sunday. Yeah, what do you think the score will be?
I'll say 1-0. Yeah. I think both teams are going to go a little bit cagey. Yeah, we kept a clean sheet tonight, but we know United have got firepower, and I think I'll try and shut it up a little bit. United will get one through, and I think we'll pull one back. No, the other way around. We'll take the lead, and United will equalise. Sorry.
Okay. That's happened recently. Yeah, that does.
But we keep the good performances up. I'd take that result. That's okay. If you told me at the beginning of the season, so yeah, If you told me this time last year when we were in the middle of the championship, 1-1 away to United would be on the cards, I'd be very happy with that. Yeah.
I'm gonna say 3-1 to United. To be fair,
Yeah, you think
I doubt it, but I'm confident they need to sort it out. And if we lose or draw Bills, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be out.
I think that is actually a good shout. Draw, maybe not. If you lose, then I think that would be his last game. Yeah,
I think if you got a draw at Sheffield United, who are doing very well, and they're thinking about it now. If you draw at home to another team that have been promoted, isn't that worse?
I know what you mean, but I'm not sure. For me, that's not enough to tip the balance. A loss would be enough.
Yeah, just a question. I'm not sure. Yeah.
And
there's the legend.
There's a few other variables there, the things that we don't know all about, like severance payments and all that kind of thing. So we'll just have to wait and see. I know what you mean, though. I think if you lose, Solskjaer's out. It's probably time as well. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I hate this kind of revolving door culture regarding managers. But he's out of his depth.
Yeah,
you feel bad for the guy that he is. He's out of his depth.
Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us and enjoy. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit warmer there than it is here.
Warmer, but raining a lot, but still kind of warm. Yeah.
Sounds like England. Yeah, but yeah.
Very nice.
Enjoy it anyway, mate. It's nice to always be in a different country and feel the newness of things.
Having some fun anyway. Yeah, cool. Thanks for having me on again.
Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Please do subscribe, share, like, do what you can. And thanks very much to Bills as well for joining us today. And Aston Villa, beautiful performance from you too.
Oh, man. All the best.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Ciao.